right, shalom, shalom. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors unto my apostles and others of great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right, back at it again. Just tried the stream a second ago and it just canceled on me. So, again, it's another Saturday. On the way to the camp, and I'm about to be in this good old-fashioned Metro Atlanta traffic. So I figured I'd take this time, as I usually try to basically spar, warm up in the spirit before I get downtown. As the title of this is food and supply prices are about to skyrocket. All right, food and supply prices. What the fuck? These people are bugged out. Whatever. Food and supplies are about to skyrocket. They're about to go through the roof. All right. And what am I referencing this to? Of course, I'm driving. I can't necessarily read certain articles at certain points, but things are about to go through the roof behind these tariffs. Okay, now for those that may not understand, because most people don't, the simplest way of defining what a tariff is basically the items that we import. They're putting tariffs on those items. All right. Basically, an extra charge is to say, hey, let's just say if you decide to buy a foreign blender, a blender that's made in China or Japan or somewhere, right? Then you gotta take on that price, that extra price, because the companies will never take on that hit. See, even with this tariff, I was watching a video, I think it was from Full Spectrum, I'm not sure the whole page. He's a popular YouTuber, and he was speaking on Walmart. And Walmart having to negotiate with their suppliers to basically, they're saying, hey man, you gotta eat this these tariffs on your end, right? So again, that's just on a very simplistic definition of it, But nevertheless, the consumers are going to eat the charge. We are going to eat the charge. That's why there's all kind of articles now coming out stating the obvious that that lower income families are going to feel the effects of this greater. Yeah, well, no shit. The lower income families feel it across the board on everything. When eggs increase, they felt it. When gas prices increase, they automatically feel it. Because why? The majority of families don't have that much disposable income. Extra money left over. Just money to take the hits. All right? So again, the idea that these guys are supposed to be like Trump and these economists. Now, not to just ramble, but like I said, I can't read it for word, but hey, you can look it up yourself. Ecclesiastes 12:3 tells us that the economists, all right, not the economists, the housekeepers shall tremble. And I've gone into this multiple times that the word economy means housekeeping. When you took home economics, that's what that is, housekeeping, running a home. So your economists are your housekeepers, and they're trembling. You just had the guy with one of these hedge funds. He did a video to the people that are invested. He was like crying. I don't know if it was Merrill Lynch or one of these companies. He was crying. He was crying because he just lost $150 million. So that's literally Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, the 3rd verse on down coming to pass. They're trembling. Your housekeepers are trembling now. See what's going to happen next. See, right now it's all in the idea of, oh, this is good. This is a good thing. It's a good thing. These tariffs are a good thing. It's going to cause us Americans to buy American. How many American phones? How many American cell phones are there? I looked it up. How many American cell phones are there? How many American companies do you know right now that you could go buy a cell phone for? How many companies do you know TV-wise that are American versus foreign? I think our guy was speaking, the same guy, he was saying that damn near like 80% of all our shit come from China. Like, people be talking all this American by American, what? The majority of Americans are too broke to invest into a business to do what? To create any of this shit that you're talking about. What do you think? Where do you people think all this shit? Like right now I'm driving on the highway. Where do you think this steel comes from? You think this steel comes from Pittsburgh? Cleveland? The fuck do y'all think? What do you think what do you think the parts that goes into these trucks and these excavators and all this shit, where do you think this shit come from? Why do you think your government, the irony of all of this, see what you white people specifically are realizing, but your pride won't allow you, as the scriptures say, that ye have inherited lies. You have inherited nothing but lies. It was only about 40 years ago, not even, where the push for the globalization was happening. What do you think pushed in America? But now you got Trump coming back to you telling you that this is a bad thing, and his VP, oh, you know, what they're doing is they're trying to do a controlled demolition to this economy. That's all this is. They're trying to control this collapse because it has to collapse. Do you not understand that? See, that's why the average person is about to get, I keep saying average, but that's giving you people too much grace. The majority of you people are about to realize how fucked you are. You think everything is just simple. Where do you think your food comes from? If you're in a metro Atlanta and you've ever been to the Decatur's farmers market, it tells you where your food is coming from. Yeah, these strawberries is from here. These apples is from here. These onions is from there. And most of the shit that you get out of that farmers market is not American grown. Most of our fruits and vegetables come from Mexico. That's why I said that. The average person does not, the majority of Americans have no clue how fucked you are. That's why I say these food prices, this shit about to get real. I was watching, she used to go by something nurse, but I think her page is called Squirrel Tribe on YouTube. When she was speaking, I was watching a video talking about beef. And Donald Trump himself was speaking about beef prices. Do you realize that? I didn't know this until just now, which it makes sense. Majority of our beef that we eat out of your stores, restaurants, it's not American beef. Majority of the beef that you eat is from Australia. Majority of it. That's just one item that's about to just go through the roof. It's already expensive. Beef's already expensive. So in the process of him doing this, right? You're leaving us What? In the next several weeks and months, American farmers are supposed to just come up with the difference of cows to feed these people beef. This is all happening right now. And we've been having shortages on these things as Americans. That's why in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, it also speaks about, remember thy creator before the evil days come. Now, continuing on about your housekeepers trembling, it says the grinding shall cease. The grinding has ceased, man. There's no work out here. All that bull, all those ads, all that shit on Indeed are ghost ads. It's not real. They're all ghost ads. Because what you people don't realize, which they're not going to tell you this, is that these companies get money from the government doing this. That's why they ask you all them questions when you do these simple ass interviews. Have you received such and such benefits? Anybody in your household? Blah, 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 blah. Because they get paid more to hire certain people. It's all fraud. It's all fraud. So that's what we're waiting on. That's what we're all waiting on, people. We're waiting on you so-called white people to realize how you've all been frauded. You've been hoodwinked. You hear that, white people? You have been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. Yeah, y'all the new niggas. Really? Y'all have been hoodwinked. All of this is a fraud. These colleges. What do you think college is? College is about to be a thing of the past. This AI is taking over. This AI is taking over. AI is going to put all you psychologists out of business, sociologists out of business. AI is going to put doctors and lawyers out of business. In certain parts of China, they already got full-fledged robotic hospitals. What do you think's coming here? See? But you've been stuck on stupid. You worrying about LeBron James and, these artists and these actors. You worrying about what some black boy stabbing some white boy y'all are worried about all this shit, but y'all not seeing. Y'all are being tricked out of you're literally the rug, as they say, and the rug is being pulled from underneath your feet. You don't get it. That's why you so-called white people, you regular white people, you about to riot something. We don't talk about it enough, but you regular so-called American white people, y'all about to make the Tea Party of old look like a day at the park. See, the government is going to have to come down hard because of y'all. Y'all bought into this system. Niggas have been being fucked by this system since our great-great-great-grandfathers and shit. This ain't nothing new to us. That's why we're so simple. You can't tell a nigga that this is coming to an end, but you white people, y'all gonna see. Wait until $100 only get you 5 items out of the store. Wait until that day happens. Wait until the prices of everything wait until you're not able to get your steak, your favorite ribeye, tomahawks, steaks, and all that shit. All this shit about to go out of business. All these barbecue places are about to go out of business. Ain't they about to keep up? They're not gonna be able to keep up with the prices about what's about to happen. You know how expensive brisket already is. Like, you go to a barbecue shop and you want some decent brisket barbecue and 2 sides and a drink, one plate. We talking about one plate. That shit might cost you $25, $30. It might cost you $30 by yourself to get a plate of a pound of brisket, beef brisket. What you think is about to go to? That shit about to go to $60 a pound. People ain't paying that shit. This is where simple economic terms is slipping my head because all this traffic. It's the damn. Some products, I cannot think of the term. It'll come to me in a little bit. Certain products, the more expensive it gets, you'll go get another product. You just say fuck it. Like for instance, if coffee prices over the next several weeks go outrageous, then what will people do? What will be the natural thing that they'll do? They'll stop buying, and nobody's paying $10 for a regular cup of coffee. Nobody. No company out here has that strong of a customer base that you could shoot up from today over the next several weeks from a regular cup. I'm not talking your lattes. I'm not talking your fancy drinks. I'm talking about a regular cup of coffee. A small, tall, whatever you call it in your region. Ain't nobody about to go from paying $3, $4 for a small 6, 7, 8 ounce cup of coffee to now you're paying $10, $12. Nobody's doing that. So what do? You transfer over to the next product. You say, fuck that. I'm not drinking this expensive ass coffee. Give me a black tea. That's all that's going to happen with a lot of things. Some things you don't got that choice. If gas keeps going up, you just going to have to keep buying it until you can't buy it. That's the only option. But a lot of people don't really understand how America has been hoarded out and sold to every foreign country for cheap for the last 40, 50 years. Most people think that a lot of these brands that you think are American brands are not American brands. They're not. A lot of your food, medicines, car parts, everything you could think of, it comes from outside the country. There's no more of these. One of my favorite movies, which is a good movie and it's talking exactly what we're talking about. These firms coming in and buying equity, private equity into these companies. That's why, again, these companies that are going, Party City's closing all their stores. All these store closings. A lot of these stores are successful stores, but why? Because they are all part of these hedge funds and all are bunched in together. And they took a lot of loans out and did a lot of funny things. Hey, really, this is 2008 all over again. Really, technically speaking, we never left out of the recession of 2008. This place has really just been kicking the can. The American government has been kicking this can down the street for almost 20 years now. But a lot of people don't get that. And really, at this point, only thing that's left for you so-called white people to get is to get how fucked you are and how you've been really fucked over by your government. That's the only thing left. Nobody trying to get y'all to understand. See, stupid black people, I'll say. Very stupid black people are trying to get y'all trying to convince y'all or trying to get y'all to understand our plight or what the fuck we've been through. No, I don't fucking care about it. Hey, you guys, you be racist. Do whatever the fuck you gonna do. Because the scriptures already say you got a short time, man. Your pride won't allow you to really understand how fucked you are. You think it's everything else. Your family is cooked. Your viewpoint in the world is cooked. Nobody's afraid of you. Nobody looks up to you. See, it used to be a time where the white man, see, a good show you so-called white people should really be, hey, this is an order. All you white people really should be watching 1923. And I've been meaning to do a lesson on that. That's a really good show. I think it's on Paramount. Now, in 1923, I think Harrison Ford is in it. It's a good show. I think they're on season 3 now. But if you watch that show, you would really see that this show is very much so historically true in what they're dealing with and how they're presenting themselves from 1923. You would recognize and see that ain't shit changed for y'all. It's all gotten worse for y'all. It's gotten worse for Negroes. And it's also gotten, in the name of making it worse for us, they had to make it worse for y'all. That show you. Like one of the guys on there, he traveled from overseas to come back to America. And he got harassed so much by white police and everything. And he was like, in one scene, he was hopping on a train. And they were like, no, you can't take your rifle on there. And he was like, man, this rifle stays with me. And he was like, are there any other laws that have changed? I've been fighting since I've been gone, fighting for your country. I'm like, damn. If he was alive, if he was here today, 100 years later, he'd be seeing how really worse it is. It's only gotten worse for y'all. You can't afford homes. You can't afford cars. You can't afford credit. What's left for y'all to do is really take this shit to the streets. Y'all are. Niggas ain't got enough. Everybody be always waiting for niggas to be in the streets protesting and causing damage. Oh, nah. Y'all about to make, man, you so-called white people about to make the Tea Party look like, y'all about to make it look like your average July 4th event. Y'all about to lose y'all shit. When food prices get to a place where milk's $10 a gallon, a ground beef is $30. Bread is $10. Flour is $20. Everything is through the roof. Your child's medicine is expensive. Your medicine, your heart pills, your insulin, you name it, all this shit about to go through the roof. Car parts through the roof. I keep because people aren't thinking about these. Oh yeah, it's a good thing. Trump is doing this on purpose. They're destroying this economy. You think that's what they're doing? It's a controlled demolition. That's all this is. They don't care about the regular you just as much as they don't care about me. See, that's where your foolishness came into play. You thought that they cared about you, and they've been telling you regular ass white people for years, for decades at this point. I was watching the other day, which a lot of you white people, you've been bamboozled and hoodwinked into not looking into these things. But I was listening to an old Jordan Maxwell video, and he was speaking about basically how laws work, and no laws in this land are to you, they're to a corporation. But what this place did is they said that corporations are people, but we the people have always been deemed corporations. But a lot of you don't understand this. You think it's crazy talk. That's why when you drive it down here to downtown Atlanta, down here, what is this, Turner Field, right by CNN, they have a clock up of the United States debt, which is also here in Atlanta. You have one of the 12 Federal Reserve buildings, right? When you go on to usdebtclock.org and you look at it, it tells you how much of this debt is responsible per citizen. What does that mean? Because you are a corporation responsible for this debt as well. That's why when you commit murder, when a person murders in a society, that's why the government specifically, but really, well, the government through the courts is looking for a way to throw you into prison because you took away an asset. That man or woman or child that said murderer murdered took away an entity out of this society that could have made this society, the government, the elite, 200,000, 300,000, 2 million, 3 million through paying taxes, through fees, through whatever. So being that you did that, you got to go to prison. Nobody goes to prison for murder because it was a moral problem. It has nothing to do with morals. That's not how the courts of America view these things. You go to prison as a murderer in America because you took money out of his hands, because everybody is slaves. And see, you so-called white people, you don't get that. But this food and this thing about to really show when your businesses, a lot of you with your small businesses, and you start to see, Hell, my rib just sent me, my wife just sent me something just now, earlier, dealing with her business, our business. And the fact of the company was like, you don't got to worry about such and such tariffs, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because this is real. These prices, the average person has no clue how much of your shit in your house comes from another place, comes from another country, comes from Taiwan, comes from Australia, comes from China, comes from Japan, comes from Canada, comes from Mexico, comes from Brazil, comes from Africa, comes from wherever. Trade wars turn into actual wars, people. You not understand that? That's why I said the average person thinks that this is just something to laugh at, like, oh, whatever. Okay. And like I said, I'm about to close this up. I'm almost down where I need to be at, but nevertheless, food prices, I'm keep saying that, which goes into Revelation, that Revelation 9. I'm drawing a blank on it. But dealing with the black horse. Behold, I beheld a red horse and a pale horse and a white horse and a black horse. Well, the black horse represents basically famine. Now, everybody, when they think of famine, they think of an Egyptian level famine, no food and so on and so forth. That's not what's going to happen here, man. There's going to be food here, but your ass ain't going to be able to afford it. That's what's about to happen. So there's going to be a famine, all right. A famine of the ability, 444. A famine from the inability to purchase. And a lot of grocery stores is going to have to make their own adjustments as well. A lot of grocery stores is just not going to hold a lot of stuff. You're going to have to go to specific places in a town to get simple things like steak. Because why? As you know, you go to some of these hood ass places, man, they already have security things wrapped around and all that, man. Niggas, they not about to put steak in certain parts of town no more. They about to start treating steak like Gucci bags in the mall. That's why, hey, go on TikTok. They're soft, what's the word I'm looking for? Soft launching. They're soft launching recession and Great Depression recipes. You should go back. It was an interesting thing. I'm about to close up here. But go back and look at Great Depression recipes and what they was eating. And it was creative back then. A lot of things they couldn't. They didn't have what's the word? They didn't have like eggs and things of that nature. So they were using any and everything to create a level of moisture. All right, to make a cake or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm saying, man. Go look at those things. All you people out here, yeah, good. You white people are exactly. That's a spirit. Hold on, y'all. Thought I was gonna close up. Yeah. Salak, you got meet my face all in the camera. Oh yeah, the water is a quan. Yep. Revelation 6:6. I'm gonna read it real quick. Revelation 6:6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and thou shalt not hurt the oil or the wine. So you see, they protesting up here. You see, they protesting all over the country today. That's it. Like I said, you so-called white people, that's all you got left. You all supposed to be out here in the streets protesting, breaking windows. Y'all looking for us. No, y'all are. Because y'all are about to realize how fucked you are. How, not but for us, by your own government, by your own leaders. And as that scripture read in Revelation 6, trying to maneuver through this mess. I'm gonna go this way. That penny basically was going into a Roman wage. Okay? A Roman wage. So a day's wage got you that much wheat or barley. That's where it's going back to, man. All right? All in the name of implementing this new world order. That's really what it's all about. See, you're all being lied to by your government in such a way that you think they're complaining about they're complaining to you about globalization. But at the same time, they're trying to implement a one world government. You understand? That's yo, this devil, man. This devil is something else. That's why I call him that old serpent. And a lot of you getting tricked by this serpent. You don't know what's going on, man. Watch, man. Everything. We always joke about that here. Everybody out here is like one car issue away from being homeless. What if I was watching a video the other day? That's the spirit, even that video came across my timeline. This mechanic was breaking down how basically a lot of times people will come and get their cars fixed, but won't have the money to fix it. I mean, not to fix it, to pay for it. So, like you go to a mechanic shop, it was on TikTok. You go to a mechanic shop, they be having all those cars out there. That's because people don't be having the money to pay for the repairs. Think about certain car parts that they went up by 30%, 40%, 100%. That's what I was speaking of. I got distracted. The water That's it. Tommy Boy, right? With Chris Farley. It's an old movie. I'm showing my age. In the movie, it's jumping down here, downtown Atlanta. Everybody out here protesting in the streets. But in the movie, he was going around the country trying to sell brakes from his company that his father owned, and I want to say Ohio. So the factory that was in Ohio, they were making brakes. Yo, it's crazy out here. I'm sorry. I know I sound distracted, but to show y'all what this downtown Atlanta look like, man. It's a lot of, you see? Hold on. You see they got their signs. It's a lot of people out here. That's why I said I'm a little, select if I sound a little distracted. But, hey, man, that's what the scriptures speak about, man. That's what a lot of these white people are realizing, man. You have inherited lives, man. You have inherited nothing but lives. You thought that your whiteness was going to be enough because you were taught that. You were taught that, hey, as long as I'm white and I go to college, there will be a job for me and I'll get married and be a happy white man and be successful. You're through. These curses is falling on you. Deuteronomy 30:7 tells us that you white people, you need to go. Like I'm trying to give you some words of advice and game. You need to go become familiar with Deuteronomy the 28th chapter with the curses. Your storehouses are cursed. You wouldn't be out here protesting and doing all this shit if your life was all good. Yo, they got every street blocked off. I'm sorry. Let's fucking go, man. Look at all these white people. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Look at Esau. Look at them. They're mad. They will be heard. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for you. Let's go, fucking Esau. Because this is where it starts. See, niggas be on the internet poking. But like, we'll go in the streets and protest. Because you white people, you really don't got the spirit. You don't got the spirit, man. See, y'all got to be provoked. Just like the Lord got to provoke us, who shall rouse thee up? The Lord got to rouse you crackers up, man. Lord got to rouse you up. Like I say, y'all about to make the Tea Party look like Y'all about to make that look like a cakewalk, man. When y'all realize they were protesting and destroying shit in the name of, I want to say, a 2% tax. A 2% tax. Can you imagine when y'all are being, we as a people, but specifically you white people, we are being taxed on every angle. We got taxes. We got fees. Every bit of these are some kind of tax. A fee is a tax. A fine is a tax. Oh, you're being taxed in so many ways. City lit today. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful day to prophesy, man. I'm excited because, see, you can see in the spirit all of this motion, man. Y'all white people ain't down here for no fucking St. Patrick's Day parade. Y'all down here with signs because y'all pissed off. Because you know what? Your life's getting harder. Your jobs aren't paying you enough. Your groceries ain't lasting. All praise Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All praise Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord said, though you shall build, the Lord shall throw down, man. You're seeing it's all vain. Man, this is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful. I'm in traffic right now. I'm downtown Atlanta right now. It's lit out here. Hold on. I'm gonna keep, fuck it. I'm almost to the camp now, but we're gonna keep going. Hold on. Oh yeah, see? That's the irony. Now look. Hold on. Now look at what's going on out here, right? Look at what's going on out here. This is really the spirit, man. I can't even be, you know what, for once, I'm not even, you know what, fuck niggas, man. This is going to show you, I just showed you, it's an event out here and you got niggas walking around here and they having fun. Because really through the scriptures, nobody's supposed to be having fun. I was about to give niggas a little credit, but really, man, fuck you niggas too. No, really, the scriptures speak about the children of this world are wiser than the children of Daniel, man. See, you niggas will follow everything that these white people do, but being mad at the system. Look at the number of niggas out here. I just went from one side where I was showing you, you got white people angry, protesting, but then a street over, hey, it look like Freaknik out here. It's black women in bikinis. Look. Oh, shit, hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta get this. Look. Talking to, look like a Sons of Thunder guy. Look, you see? You see the differences of what's going on out here with the people? You got niggas out here celebrating, having a good old time because it's 404 day. Yeah, this city lit. I ain't gonna lie. But this is some worldly shit, but never, it's 404 day, 404 weekend, right? So niggas out here having fun, you know? But these white people out here, they got their signs, they protested because you white people know the gig is up. The jig is up, man. See, you can't measure how good this society's doing according to niggas. Niggas are simple. Niggas are simple. The scriptures speak about that. How sottish and simple our people are. You know? Our people gonna be so stupid until the very end. But you so-called white people, you gonna be the one to rock this place, man. You feel it. I know you feel it. Look at them with their signs, man. Old white people, man. I'm talking about old 60s and 70s. White people are all over the country right now protesting. That's right, man. Let's fucking go, man. The Lord is moving, man. We only a few days away from the Passover, and the Lord is still, man, it's a new year, man. Got thick white women on scooters. What the fuck is going on? See? Thick. Hey, this white woman had a fuck Trump. The sign said, fuck Trump. I ain't seen one nigga with any kind of sign or any type of protesting in them. Imagine that. Imagine that. Ye have inherited lies. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm almost where I'm at. I'm just seeing what the city and reporting live and direct from Atlanta, you know. But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and close this up, man. You know, through the spirit, continue downtown with this, you know. This shit about to get real, man. God damn, she got a little fatty on her, man. Sorry, little Edomite woman, little white woman on a scooter. Jiggling, baby. Hey, man, this whole system is about to flip. And the only ones that's going to be on top is the elect of the nation of Israel. Starting with the men, man. The men are about to have a play. This is about to be an elect man's playground. It's going to be hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to downplay the devastation and destruction. But in the spirit of it, we about to really see where the Lord is, who he's with and who he's not with, man. The Lord made it rain food in Egypt, and there were wicked niggas in that bunch. What you think the Lord going to do in this time to those men and women and children that have been suffering in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? See, a lot of you people that we see out here playing, y'all about to starve to death. I don't know if you got where I'm going with this whole thing, but if you can't afford food, what do you think that means? What do you think that means? Starvations is about to go up, man. People are about to starve to death. Food insecurities was already an American problem. You think these places are just going to have enough food for everybody to go to what am I trying to say? To a food bank? What do you think? 777. That's the spirit. This place is done. It's done. We're just waiting for the last effects. You got big birthdays out here. Man, we about to witness the greatest. See, like today, there's fat people. And very soon, it ain't gonna be no fat people out here, man. You about to lose all this weight. The only people that's gonna be prophesied to eat is those servants, man. The elect of the nation of Israel is promised to eat. That's it. So what that mean for the rest of you? Y'all about to lose it, man. Y'all about to starve to death. You're about to witness your children starve to death. You're about to witness your animals, your dogs, your cats. They're about to starve to death. Ain't about to be enough food going around. But see, that's why I said everybody's playing. Everybody thinks it's a game. Yeah, go ahead, lady. Yeah, everybody thinks it's a game. Lord said he's going to cause the voice of gladness and the voice of mirth to cease out of this place. And I just drove through niggas having a gladful day, mirthful day. It's 404 day. Yay. It's Atlanta day. These white people don't care about no goddamn Atlanta day. These white people out here like, man, fuck Trump. And you want to know what's so wild about that? Like I said, I just is a spiritual rant. I'm just, I gotta say, warming up. What's really spiritual about it is spring break started yesterday. Technically. Most of these kids, all these kids in elementary, middle school, high school are on spring break. Some of these colleges. So technically speaking, of all years past, majority of these white people, they be in Hilton Head right now. You know? Hey, old Jake with his fringes on. See, man. See, Atlanta, man. Atlanta's an interesting place, man. It's an interesting place. Like, it's full of spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's like respectfully speaking, it's like a baby New York. You know? But again, sticking to the program, I'm just witnessing everything that's happening and showing you. It's like the differences of what's going on with these people, man. You know, these white people ain't playing no more. Like I said, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, everybody be right now. All these white people right now they be in Hilton Head. They be in Myrtle Beach. They be in Florida. You understand? They be in Charleston. That's what the fuck would be going on. It would be a week at the beach. These white people don't have week at the beach money no more. You understand that? Who do you think when Trump was getting rid of all this DEI and all this shit away from, who do you think that really was affecting? That was affecting white people. The black people are the fifth they're the fifth ranked as far as people that benefited from DEI. That wasn't us. Who do you think that was? That was white people. That was veterans. That was all these people, man. These people are losing their grip on the society. I don't know, man. Like it's like my flesh, and I'll be honest here, I'm about to close up for real here. My flesh, if I'm being honest, it'd be like, man, you gotta keep your composure. Excuse me. So when I think about this thing coming to an end, it's like, man, we might be here. We could possibly be here another year or two. We could possibly be out of here 2026, 2027. I don't see us honestly getting out of here 2025. I'm speaking this is me thinking, speaking as me. I'm not speaking for everybody. But then my spirit, when you see what's happening and then you gauge the people, you redeem the times, you measure the times, it'd be like, man, but that's when that fire comes, where it'd be like, man, really, we really could be out of here. Because you people aren't about to suffer. You think these people got months of suffering in them? Years of suffering? You got to be kidding me. Let food prices, let it be where you only able to get $100 of stuff, get you only like 2-3 items. 144. Ooh, that's a spirit. All praise Yahweh Shemi. I was shot. Let it where $100 only get you 3, 4, 5 items. Where you're barely feeding your family of 4, your family of 5. Let's see how far that gets you. Let's see how far it gets you. Let's see how everybody got enough recession recipes in their book to handle a bad time. Fuck out of here, man. Wages and we're already at a worse place than we were in the Great Depression. So y'all all have Jello mold recipes ready to get you through the next 2-3 years? Is that what we're saying here? Y'all all got all these no egg recipes in y'all repertoire? Like, what are we talking about? All right. So with that, I'm going to close this up. I'm finally where I got to be at. I'm going to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors unto my apostles and others, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing his word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom.